People forget though, don't they? They just forget
that they're human as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we get ill as well. You know, they get ill.
Absolutely.
No. One woman was being really asked with me. I said, it should be written in the contract, shouldn't it, really, not to be poorly. You know.
No Wilma.
No Wilma, no.
That's the first class I've been to.
Did she say she wasn't going to be here? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. She might have gone. I think she might have gone somewhere this weekend, but yeah. What was that? Recovering from a boozy weekend.
Yeah, the ice cream.
The ice cream.
Maybe it was a delayed sugar rush.
Yeah. Couldn't stop going on about ice cream last week. That's so funny.
Topic for a conversation.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Spinach pancakes, and I started talking about.
Good. So let's just check in. Feet are hip width, knees above the heels. Inner thighs engage, abs engage, shoulders up, back and down. Let's do that a few times. Shoulders up, back and down. Good, one more time. Shoulders up, back and down. Spine is tall, chest is open. Good. And we're starting to bounce a little bit higher, a little bit more there. Good. Well done. And then from here, let's go into our jacks. Arm and leg out to side, back to center. And then the other side. So we all managed to sign in, which is good on the new system. How did you find it?
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
Perhaps they'll book anything for January yet.
Right.
But Rich,
Did you?
no, well, Rich had to push me over again or something because I did it last time. I was saying, was it because my direct debit goes out on a different day?
Let's go diagonals.
I don't know what's going on there.
Have you capped how far you can book in advance, James?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll have to.
It's going to
Have to double check.
Christmas, aren't you, Amanda?
Yeah, oh yes, there's lots to do.
You're going to chill out, aren't you, James?
Well, that's maybe for a couple of days, but I've got loads to do, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely ready for a pajama day, that's for sure. I can't wait. Nice just day. I don't do anything Thursday, I think that would be. Yeah, definitely feeling the.
I just had a week in pyjamas. I actually even dusted. I was that bored, I actually dusted.
That's actually something I've promised myself I will do, is actually get a vacuum cleaner out and see if I do have a duster. So there we go.
So, elbows together.
I won't do it though. I'm one of these that I think that if I've got all the gear, I'll just do it myself, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good, and then out to the side, back to center, the other side, with the elbows coming together. That's it, and then nice big jumps. Get those hips moving. Hips, that's it. That's great, well done. And then from here, we'll just start to slow down. Good, hands resting on the thighs. Great work, well done. So, let's come to a still position and we'll work through warm-ups through the joints. As we exhale, looking to the left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling, exhaling to the left. Inhaling to center, exhaling to the right. Good, as we come back to center, arms down the sides, chin to chest, half circles. Left ear to left shoulder. Down and around, right ear to right shoulder. Inhaling to the left. And exhaling down and around to the right. As we come back to center, left ear to left shoulder, right arm down. Good, inhaling, exhaling other side. Inhaling to center, exhaling left ear, left shoulder, right arm down. You can use the left hand to guide the ear close to the shoulder. And using the right hand, starting to massage down the side of the neck. Good, and tucking the hand behind the back, Pinning the shoulder elbow back, dropping the head forwards and backwards on the axis. Good. If you find a tight point, starting to draw some small circles or gently rocking side to side. Good. Both directions, drawing those circles. Good. As we come back to center, the side, right ear to right shoulder, left arm down. Using the hand, if that works for you, guiding the ear to the shoulder, taking the other hand, stroking, massaging the side of the neck, just looking for any knotted tissue. Otherwise, just kind of general sweeping massage motions there. Good. So you tuck the hand behind the back, pinning the shoulder elbow back, dropping the head forwards and backwards. Good. And if you find a tight point, drawing some small circles. That's it. Good. Both directions. Well done. Dropping the chin to the chest, massaging along the hairline, back of the neck. Just kind of exploring, see if you can find any knotted tissue there. Just general releasing. Great work, well done. So let's bring the arms up and we'll go for our sky reaches. Exhaling to reach up. Inhale down, exhale with the other arm. Good. Time to add a heel peel or a foot raise if you prefer. Working more with your core, engaging those abdominals. That's it. Good work. And then from here, interlock the fingers, palms away, reaching up, spine lengthens. Good. As we bring the arms down the sides, we'll go for our balance. Fingertips to the ball, lifting up both heels off the ground. One heel, one foot completely off the ground. Maybe just lean back, roll back a little bit. And then see if you can lift that second foot off the ground. Good, fix the gaze, abs engage. And then from here, maybe you can start to lift those legs. So I'm just giving you different levels that you can work with. A bit more tricky. And then from there, hands to the heart in prayer, if possible. Or maybe you just keep the feet down with the hands in prayer. Let's see. There you go. It really gets those. Well then, legs really high there, Sid. That's good. Well then, you're really working those intricate, deep core muscles to help find the balance. Good. And let's come down. Good stuff. Well done. Let's go for our side stretches. Big C-shaped curve. Good. Inhale, exhale to the side. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. Inhale, exhale to the side. Well done. Let's hold the next two. Keeping the shoulder relaxed. Good. Last one. That's it. Well done. As we come back into twist, opposite hand to knee, the other hand behind on the ball. Spine tall, shoulders back and down, lifting up through the crown, and then really pushing into the leg and the ball. Good, other way. Inhaling to center, exhaling to twist. Inhaling to center, exhaling other side. Good, inhaling. Let's hold the next two. Good work, and then we'll go the other way. Well done. As we come back to center, hands to the hips, we'll start to rotate, drawing those circles. Good, nice full circles. That's it. Good. Well done. Checking in with the hip joints and the other way. Good work. Well done. Let's start to rock the tailbone forwards and backwards. So rest the hands on the knees. That's it. Just coming onto the tiptoes, leaning back. That's it. Good. Nice full stretch of the spine, the lower back. Good. And then we'll go for our crunches as we come forwards onto the tiptoes. Hands across the chest there. And then leaning forwards without coming all the way forwards. Just almost to the upright position. Just slightly leaning back a fraction. And so the core muscles keep working. Abdominals keep working. Good. That's it. Inhale to drop back. Exhale to come through. Good. You can keep working like that if that feels enough for you. Otherwise, we can start to pulse. We'll start with 5 little mini crunches. Good. Coming through. Then to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to push yourself, we go 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try not to bounce, just little mini movements. 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, well done. Let's slide the hands down the legs, over the toes, straighten the legs. Pull yourself close with the hands there and you should get a really nice stretch of the spine. Well done. As we bring the feet flat, starting to walk forwards, starting in the back of the mat, and we'll start to lie over the ball, resting the back of the head on the ball, hands on the shoulders, arms behind. We'll start to rotate at the shoulder joint, extend the legs as we sweep the hands behind, and bend the knees as we sweep the hands to the thighs. Opening the chest, opening the lungs, working to the good, other way. Well done. Let's bring the arms out to the side, shoulder blades together, hands towards the ground. Feel that full opening in the chest. Good, and slowly sweeping the arms all the way behind you. Just feel that stretch in the chest, upper back. Interlocking the fingers, palms away. And then you can start to straighten the legs, rolling over the ball. Bring the hands towards the ground, releasing the interlocked fingers. And see if you can start to reach the ground with the hands. Good, well done. Keep the legs straight, just enjoy that stretch. That's great, good. Good. And then see if you can do it's up to you if you want to start to go for your heel peel, foot raise or leg raise, lifting one leg all the way up to the ceiling there. Good, otherwise just enjoying the stretch for another breath. Well done, good. You can even go both legs if you like, if you are lifting the feet into the air. Well done. And from here, let's start to release. So starting to walk forwards, so the sit bones drop towards the ground, interlocking the fingers, hands behind the head. That's great, good. And then using your core, using your leg strength, can you walk back into a seated position. Well done, everyone. Good work. Say your best or not. You're right. Good. So let's hug the ball with the legs. You okay?
Yeah. It's just
Your back here. Just take it steady. Good. So let's start to squeeze the ball with the legs. As if we're trying to pop the ball. So 10 strong squeezes, engaging the pelvic floor as you squeeze the ball there. Good, let's hold the squeeze, hold the contraction, keep drawing up in the pelvic floor. And we'll hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and we can repeat 10 strong, fast contractions and then a longer hold. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holding. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Well done. Nice deep breaths. Good. And we can open the legs wide, hugging the ball or rolling the ball away, hands on top of the ball. Just working through those inner thighs, hamstrings. Good. Okay. And then let's come all the way up. Just a little twist in the hips if you like to help open the hip. Doesn't matter, you can lift the outer arches of the feet off the ground, just bring one hip forward and the other. Just nice little release of the hip there. See if your body allows that. Great work. Well done. So from here, let's go straight into our lunges. So if we use the ball to support, I will give you the option also to go up onto the ledge if you want to go for the extra challenge, okay? You have to have the foot quite far forward. You go further, you go deeper into the lunge, okay? If you tuck the toes in, or that's, it's a bit hard, the ledge, so you might want to use a pillow or something. That's it. You can experiment with tucking the toes in or pointing the toes away. See what feels better for you. I think it's probably easier actually to tuck the toes in, but let's start leading with so what have we got? Left foot, it doesn't matter which side you start with, you use the ball. If you want to heel down, you won't be able to go as far, or heel away preferably, tapping the knee down. Exhale down, inhale up. That's it, and just making sure, well done, really good. The knee, foot, knee, hip in one line, so you just maybe tuck the foot in a fraction there, Carolyn.
I don't find this easy.
No, I think you're doing well.
I can't get my knee down.
Don't worry, that doesn't matter.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, you're probably still a little bit wide in your stance. And then just open the knee up a tiny bit, that's it. Good, so the knee's directly forward. Try not to lean, collapse forward. Staying upright. Doesn't matter if you lean over a little bit, but try not to collapse over the thigh. That's it. Good. And then if you want to, we can pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lifting up. Go for 10 if that's right for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And let's see if we can hold for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Big step through. Well done. Good. Great. So you might want to give the legs a little bit of a shake out. And then when you're ready, let's work on the other side. So again, the ball, you don't have to use the ball, it's there for support. Okay, you could have the hands to the hips, for example. Heel is down, it's a little bit easier. Heel away, stronger. Make sure you've got good distance between the feet, you're not too close. Okay, because the knee doesn't want to be going over the toes. Good, so exhale down, foot, knee, hip in one straight line. Good, that's it. And then lifting back, pretty much fully extending the leg as you come back to standing. That's great. Again, you always want to check the alignment. Foot and hip alignment. Again, maybe you don't need the ball. You could also rest the hand on the thigh just to ensure, you know, the knee is supported. Yeah, you might find that easier, Carolyn. That's it. Good. So we can start to pulse. 5, then 10, and then hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up, and then we're going to hold for 10. As we sit deep, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and big step through. Great work, well done. Let's put the ball to the side for a second. Well done. Actually, we'll pop into the ledge and we'll do some calf raises because we've not done those for a while and they're really important for that calf foot stability. So we'll just stretch out the quad after that little workout. Maybe you want to practice your balance without holding the ledge. Can help to strengthen key muscles in the foot and the calf and the glutes. That's it. Good. And then you can either come off the ledge to make it stronger, or just on the flat surface, lifting up and down onto the tiptoes. If you're off the edge, the heel can drop down and you can essentially lift higher, and it's more of a workout. It's best to be on the solid surface there, Julie. Yeah, it might be a bit. Yeah, that's quite strong. So drop down and then lift up, and you should start to feel those calves working. That's it. Good. And let's hold on the tiptoes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. So let's go for the other side. So balance first. Quad stretch balance. So really tuck the tailbone under, heel to the hip, knee to the ground. See if you can work without holding the wall. Good. Just again keeping the core engaged. And then from here, let's start to lift up and down on the tiptoes, coming off the edge, off the ledge there, to make it a little bit stronger. Again, letting the heel drop, then lifting high. That's it. Noticing any differences between the two sides, the quality of balance, the fatigue in the calf. Good, and then let's hold lifting for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great, well done. So let's come to the mat and we'll just stretch out those calves. Anyone notice the difference in the strength and balance? Or about the same? Yeah, one side easier than the other for balancing? Yeah. And did you find when you were doing the calf raises that the side that was easier to balance, did you find that side was stronger, or was it about the same with the calf raises?
It's more the way, the angle of mine.
Okay, let's go to the other side.
And how that affects my foot when I'm going down on my right foot.
All right.
So that's just my hips.
Yeah, that's it. So let's get that other side. Well done. Good. So from here, let's grab the ball and we'll do some planks over the ball and then kind of pike warm up. So just give the wrists a bit of a rotation to start, and we're at the back of the mat. You can push the backs of the hands against the mat as well. Quite a nice stretch for the wrist. That's it. Good work. Good. So starting at the back of the mat, we're just going to walk forwards and backwards one time. So just go as far as you kind of, without going too far off the mat, come forward, and then just see if you can start to walk back with control. Just take small steps with the hands. So we're not rushing, just controlled steps. Good. Let's do that again. Walking through, core engages. And this time, let's see if we can hold our plank. So the further over the ball you are, the stronger this is. If your thighs are on the ball, it's going to be easier. If your shins or your feet are on top of the ball, it's going to be stronger. Instead of walking forwards, you could just roll the ball back, bringing the knee forwards, and then shins or tops of the feet on the ball, push the ground away from you, hold it there. Nice and strong. Good. Finger spread. See if you can avoid dropping the knees, dropping the pelvis. That's it. Good. We're just keeping the legs dead straight here without moving. Well done. When you're ready, you can bend the knees into child's pose or just walk the hands back so you bring the feet down. So your core, and you can go for the dismount or just walk the hands back once you've rested in your child's pose. If you've already come to the mat, you can just go for like we call puppy pose, hands on the ball, or just hug the ball. Well done. So if you're in the child's pose, nice and steady, coming back. Good. And it's up to you if you want to hug the ball or a bit of a stronger stretch. But remember, just try to avoid flaring the ribs. So we don't want to arch the lower back. If you keep your abs engaged, you get a really nice strong stretch around the shoulder blades, chest. And you can start to roll the ball side to side. That's it. Good. So let's come back to the back of the mat, and then we'll go for our pike prep. So we won't necessarily go into the full pike, but we'll work towards it, and it's quite a strong core workout. Okay, so again, we walk the hands through, and you can either go for sort of an easier position or a stronger position, resting the shins on top of the ball. And then we're just going to roll the ball towards us without bending the knees. So if we bend the knees, child's pose, we're not really working the core at all. It's just a kind of rest position. We're going to roll the ball towards us, but we're going to keep the legs extended. Okay, so we lift the hips, and we just repeat this maybe 5 times. On the 5th time, see if you can hold. Okay, with looking to the ball without bending the knees, legs straight, and then either walk the hands back or one knee down, and then roll the ball towards you. Okay, to dismount. All right, so let's give that a go. So again, you don't have to go that far forwards over the ball, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can kind of rest the shins or even the feet on top of the ball. So if we start at the back of the mat, walking the hands forwards, nice and controlled. So again, if your thighs are on the ball, it's going to be a little bit easier. You're not going to necessarily roll the ball that far. If you want to challenge yourself, roll the ball back so the shins are on top of the ball, and then without bending the knees, roll the ball towards you. Instead of just holding the pike, we're just going to repeatedly roll the ball away and then roll the ball towards us. So just to repeat that, it's stronger, maybe even stronger than the full pike, because you're constantly working those core muscles. You don't have to have the toes on the ball, you could just rest the tops of the feet or the shins on the ball, it'd be easier. That's it, and just roll the ball away, maybe 5 times. And then on the 5th, see if you can hold. You can always have a rest. Come back into it. So you've probably gone a bit. That's it. So maybe you've gone a little bit too far over the ball. So maybe just take a rest. I'll just demonstrate again. Just maybe don't go quite as far, because it's quite tiring. Sort of here, thighs, knees on the ball, and you don't have to lift so high. You can kind of work here. So just have a breather, and then we'll have another go. That's it, Sid. There. So it doesn't have to be too far, but it looks quite straightforward, but actually it's quite strong. Good. So let's have maybe you want to, you feel confident, you can go further over the ball. That's it. On the Monday, good. Lifting those hips. Try not to go too far. That's it. So if you feel it's too much, just walk the hands back to the ball. Well done, Julie. That's it, Carolyn. Good. That's it. So from there, John, roll the ball towards you. Lift your hips up into the air. That's fine. That's great. Good. And then back into plank. Good. Well done. You're good at that one, aren't you, Julie? You do it every time, don't you? The Julie special. Yeah. I think she does it automatically now. So used to it. How do you find that one?
Hard.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strong for the core. Yeah, good. Well done, you all. Definitely got it that second time. Great. So let's just take a breath here and bring your toes up against the wall, and we'll go for some spine extensions. Good. So if we come to an upright position, ball right up to the thighs, abs engaged, lying over the ball, straighten the legs, drop on the kneecaps. Good. Hands in diamond press, lift up, see if you can almost come to a fully upright position, and then lower down. And then lift up. Glutes are strong, pelvic floor is engaged, shoulders relaxed. Good. And lifting. Good. And if that's all right, go one hand at a time off the ball. That's it. Keep those legs straight if you can. Good. And then let's see if we can go for like a breaststroke, both arms. Bring the hands forwards, and then scapular squeeze up. And then forward. Up, shoulder blades together, arms, palms. Imagine trying to bring the palms together. Good. Forward. Up, shoulder blades, palms. Up, legs straight. Good. Shoulder blades down the back. Good. Let's do 3 more. That's 1. Eddie the Eagle style. 2. Good. Last one. We're going to hold for 10. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Great work, everyone. Well done. Let's put the ball to the side. We'll sit back on the heels for a full child's stretch, child's pose. Stretching out the lower back. Maybe even giving your back a little massage. Well done, good stuff. Well done. And just start to slide the hands to the knees, toes tuck in. And we'll go for roll up, roll downs, heels grounded, knees stay flexed. Rebuilding the spine. You could always walk the hands up the legs if you find this strong. Shoulders back and down, chest opens, glutes, pelvic floor, abs engage. And then we round, we hollow out, chin tucks in, one vertebra at a time, all the way down on the exhale. Inhale once you reach the ground, exhale, rebuild. And really focus on tucking the tailbone under, lengthening through the spine, shoulders back. Good, head draws back against that imaginary wall behind you. Lower back against that wall behind you. Good, and then we're going to hold the forward bend for a few breaths. Good. From here, let's start to walk the hands to the front of the mat. You can always drop to the knees, any wrist issues. Good, and then can you drop into your forearm plank? Feet together, drawing up on the kneecaps. And if it's too much, knees on the ground. Good, we'll do 2 rounds here. So push the ground away from you, strong in the core. You really feel the abs gripping. Good, a little bit lower in the hips there, Sid, if you can, that's it.
Yes, I said pike. I was wondering.
Yeah, that's it, good. If you want to challenge yourself, drop the right knee down 5 times and drop the left knee down 5 times. And you can drop both knees down 5 times, otherwise just rest. Good. Take a breather. Once you've finished, in your child's pose. Well done, good. Let's go for a second round. Maybe we'll add some spider kicks. So, shoulders above the elbows. Really good one for the core, for the upper body. Maybe you can bring left knee to left elbow and back. Right knee to right elbow. Good, just goes. Otherwise, if it's too much, just hold. If you can do 5 each side. And it's up to you if you want to do more, all the way to 10. And when you're ready, just drop back into child's pose. Good work, everyone. Well done. Good stuff. Well done. And let's come all the way back. Good, so let's come on to our sides and we'll do some torpedoes and then we'll go into clams. So if you've got the strap for clam, that'd be good. And if you want to grab a strap, or maybe we can just throw some straps around. Yeah, so they're not the elasticated ones, so there might be a few in that one. Otherwise we can use these ones. The ones with the plastic, but they can be a bit annoying for clams, but you'll be all right with it. That's it. There's a couple here which work well. They're not so comfortable if you've got shorts on, but fine if you have some trousers on there. Good, so let's lie on our right side and we'll work with these oblique exercises here for the side of the waist. So we're lying on the right side, we're making a nice straight line, feet, knees, hips, shoulder, ear, arm, hand, all in one straight line. So glutes are engaged, abs engaged. Good, and then we're going to lift both legs off the ground slightly, lift the top leg off the lower leg, and then lift the lower leg to meet the top leg, and then both legs down. Good, again, lift both legs off the ground slightly, left leg lifts, right leg to meet it, and down. We'll do that one more time, both legs slightly, left legs off, right leg to meet it, and down. Good. Now you can keep working like that. I find that a little bit awkward, that particular exercise. Instead, maybe you can just lift both legs up and down. And just see how high, keeping the legs together, you can lift the legs. And you should feel that in the side of the waist. That's it. So we call this torpedoes, good one for the obliques. Try drawing some circles now. One way with both legs together. Good, other way. Lifting the legs up and dropping the legs down in a circular motion. Good. And can you lift both legs? We'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Good. We'll just lift up onto the forearm, get a nice side stretch to release. Good. So you can just drop the arm and then stretch over. Good. We'll do that a couple of times. Dropping the arm, stretching over. Good. If you want to start to lift the hips off the ground, you can into side plank. And then drop the hips down. Good. And then lift up, stretch over the side. Good. Hips down, arm down. Good. We'll do one more like this. Extend over. Good, and down. This time we're going to hold the hips, lift the arm directly up, and then thread the hand underneath the waist, then lift up, and then thread the hand underneath the armpit, lift up. Good. 3 more. That's 1, 2, shoulder directly above the elbow. And then 3, lift, lift, lift through the hips, lift the arm up. Good, left arm high, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, well done. Good, so let's go into those clams. So taking the strap, wrapping it around the thighs. Knees together, heels tucked in. So a really important one to strengthen the hips, the glutes. Quite simple, just lift the top knee off the lower knee. And you can lift both feet off the ground to make it a fraction more challenging. And just see how high you can lift the knee against the resistance of the strap. That's it. I'll start to feel the fatigue, muscles getting tired. Good. And then we'll start to pulse. Okay, so we're going to lift. I'm going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. You might want to bring the knee forwards, give the hip a bit of a massage with the base of the palm or the knuckles there, the fist. Good work, everyone. Well done. Let's go the other side, left side. Good, so we make that nice straight line with the body. Just check in, feet, knees, hips, shoulder, ear, arm in one line. Abs engaged, should be a little gap underneath the waist, we call this the mouse house. So the abs are strong and engaged there. So we'll go for the actual, the full normal torpedo, and then we'll add both legs. So lifting both legs off the ground, right leg high, left leg to meet it, and down. Good, again, lifting off the ground slightly. Right leg high, about a foot in the air, left leg to meet it, and down. Good, again, both legs, right leg, left leg to meet it, and down. Good, now we're just gonna move both legs together. If that works for you there, I just find this, it's a little bit stronger, but it's less awkward. Lifting up and down. That's it. Good. And then let's start to draw those circles. Drawing the legs forwards and back, down, back, up, forwards. Challenge is to find the balance, keep the balance. Good, other way. Try and stay right on the side of the hip. Good, and then let's just lift those legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, releasing. Well done, let's lift up onto the forearm, both knees flexed. And we can just start to stretch out. Reach the arm over, release the hand down. Shoulder again is above the elbow, extend. Good, so this is very basic, just moving the arm, and then if you want to go for side forearm planks, you can, lifting the hips off the ground. Good. Good, and down. Now you can work for a stronger position with the legs extended if you want to, or keep the knees flexed, and see if you can stack. And then we didn't do the other side, but if you want to, you can work with the legs extended, stacking the feet. Otherwise, just keep the knees flexed. Just watch the shoulder stays away from the ear, you're not hunching. Good. And then from here, let's lift up, hips up, and then we're gonna thread, tuck under, sweep up, tuck under, sweep up. Good, 3 more. That's it. Good, really get a full twist, lifting high. Good. And then we're going to hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done, good work. So let's grab the strap and we'll work into the clam. So knees together, heels tuck in, and lifting the top knee off the lower knee, both feet off the ground, make it stronger. That's it, good. Good, so you can lift the knee a bit higher there, Julie, just release some slack, that's it. We're opening the hip here, we're strengthening the muscles that allow us to open the hip, glute medius primarily. Good. And you should start to feel the fatigue, and then we're going to pulse as we lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do a few more if you're not quite fatigued. Good, and when you've done enough, or you can even repeat singles if you're not quite as fatigued, not feeling quite as fatigued on this side. And when you feel you've had enough, just release. That's it, well done, I'm starting to feel it now. Good, let's give the hip a massage. glute medius, side of the hip there, the back of the hip. Great work, well done. So let's put the ball, the strap to the side. We'll bring the hands onto the knees. We'll give the hips a rotation. In both directions. Great work, well done. So let's work towards our corkscrew. So this is it's quite a strong core exercise. So if we bring the legs up into the air, arms down, palms flat, we're going to start to draw circles. So I want you to go one way, draw a circle one way with both feet there, and then go the other way. So just take a look if you're not sure. I'm drawing a circle one way. I'm not just bending the knees. I'm not moving, just rotating at the knees because you're not working the core. You're moving the whole leg down, around and up, and then you're going the other way from the hips. You're opening and closing the angle at the hip. Good. Now you can start with quite small circles, one way then the other, and then maybe you can start to increase the size of the circle. Just be really careful your back stays down. This is actually how I originally hurt my back when I was away in India doing this, but going for like a full circle with the legs straight. So you've got to be really sure that your back is flat, and as you drop the legs it gets much stronger. You can start to straighten the legs a little bit. You can start to drop the legs a little bit lower, but the lower back must stay down. So you just see how large a circle you can make there, where you still have that contact with the ground, corkscrew. So it gets quite strong. Well done. Good, and when you're ready, just hug the knees close. And draw some small circles with the knees together. Great work. Well done, good. From here, let's bring those legs up in the air again. I'm going to work with our 100. Any neck issues, or if you get a tight neck, hand behind the head, lift the head, reach the arm or arms out this way, legs are high, and then just see if you can start to drop the legs. You can bend the knees to make it easier, keep the legs straight. I'm going to hold here, and you're going to pulse 1, 2 with the hands, 3, 4, and count for 50 or count for 100. Again, the lower the legs are, the stronger this is, the straighter the legs are, the stronger this is. You can just pulse with the hand, counting as you pulse. With every pulse, you're counting with the hand, pulsing with the arm, counting with the head. Good, stay strong, legs together. Really good, effective core exercise. Head off the ground if you can. Straighten the legs if you can. Lower the legs if you can. Good, you really feel those abs working. Good. When you've either hit 50, 100, or you've had enough, let's release. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the sides, nice deep belly breaths. Well done. Again, it's just a very effective, straight to it. 100 really gets you working hard. Really works those deep core muscles. Just take those nice deep belly breaths, feeling the belly rise and fall. Good. And I just want to finish with some bridge. It's always bridge that loses out normally when the class starts to overrun a little bit, but I want to finish with a few bridge. Okay, so when you're ready, bring the heels close to the hips. Feet, knees, hips in one line, arms down, palms flat. Now the normal bridge is pretty straightforward, so I'll give you the option to work one-footed. Let's just start with a few normal rounds as we roll the spine off the ground on the exhale to lift the hips. Inhale with the hips lifted. Exhale, rolling the spine down. Really tuck the tailbone so you find the length in the spine. It helps to lengthen the spine when you tuck the tailbone under. Good, and again, let's lift up, hips high, glutes engage, and then roll down. So good one for glute max, the buttocks. Good, exhale to move, inhale to rest either with the hips lifted or hips down. Now you can keep working like this, otherwise see if you can work with either a heel peel, lifting up and down. So you're just lifting up and down with one heel off the ground, or one foot completely off the ground. Now there are different ways you can do the bridge. Sometimes people get confused with this. And you're just doing like you were doing with both feet, up and down, but now one foot is off the ground. And you're just moving up with one foot and then down with one foot. So just do 5, 10, one side, and then go the other. And just see again how that feels. Does one side feel stronger than the other? See if you can keep the hips level. See if you can find each vertebra when you lift up and when you come down. And that's great. Just rolling up and down with control. If you find this too strong, work with the toes on the ground, heel off the ground. Good. And when you've done again 5 or 10 or somewhere in between there, just make sure you're counting. Go on to the other side. And just notice how you feel. Can you keep those hips equal height? You can even rest the fingertips on the front of the hips for a couple of rounds. Just to make sure your hips are level. It's even stronger if you straighten the leg up in the air. Okay, so if you really want to push yourself, you can straighten that leg right up to the ceiling, though it is strong. That's it, Julie, well done. Is anybody noticing any differences? Yeah? Which side is stronger, would you say? Left. Same? Left? Did you? Yeah. Is anyone else noticing a difference? Julie, Carolyn?
Yeah, my left is stronger.
Yeah. Julie? Right, okay. What about you, Sid?
I would say left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that they can't because it's all big weak one, but I don't get it. Yeah.
Often the left glute is stronger because it compensates for a weak right glute. Because typically what we do, we hip hitch. Most of us are right legs, so we do that. More weight on the right side, the right leg gets strong, but then the glutes get stretched and are weakened. Whereas the left leg, the leg is not as strong, but the glutes get strong to compensate for a weak hamstring. So what you're noticing there is that it could be a slight shift over onto that hip hitch onto the right, so the left glute is getting strong. So good to work with those. If you're noticing a big difference, then integrate those into your practice to help strengthen that left glute. It also works the hamstring, but not quite as much. It's more glute. But if you have the feet further away, you can work the hamstring. So you could work more on the left side for the hamstring with the leg further away, the foot further away, and the weaker right glute, you could do these just on the right side to help build that right glute. Okay, so just something to be aware of. The further the feet are away, the more it works the hams. The closer the heels are to the hips, the more it works the glutes. Well done, good work. So let's give ourselves a nice big hug, hugging the knees close. But bridges are just really good exercises to do. If you work one-footed, then you get added benefit.
It's helpful to keep your back flat with the one foot.
Yeah, to roll up and down.
Yeah, to roll back down, it's hard.
Yeah. I can feel my left, because I just did the lunges just on the left side. I really feel fatigued on that left side. But yeah, definitely a good exercise to integrate. Good, so if you want to stretch out now, just go for whatever stretches you feel your body needs. We've done a bit of hamstrings. Well, we did a little bit. So you could do hamstring, you could do both legs together. Good, always good to feel the glute stretch. Well done, good. So just, if you are working, or if you just worked one side, just switch over to the other side. And we'll prepare to finish. Good work. So when you're ready, let's get a nice stretch out behind the head. And then hugging the knees close, giving yourself a nice big hug. And turning onto the side, resting the head on the arm. Good, and then sitting all the way up into cross-leg position, seated position. Well done, good. Just taking a few breaths, checking in with how you're feeling. Good, as we bring the hands to the heart, thumbs to the chest, nice deep breath into the heart. Good, well done everyone, good work. Thank you. Good stuff, well done. Should set you up for Christmas pudding and mince pie.